Hello, gardening friends. I'm Caitlin Miller and I'm from Miller Flowers. We are a greenhouse and garden center here in Greenville, Ohio. I'm standing on the porch of our new barn, and it's kind of exciting because this is our new design space, and we're also calling it our brainstorming space. So thinking of all of those new events, new ideas right here from this barn. And with it, I can make a lot of videos from this space. So I'm excited about that as well. So it is spring, or it's starting to feel like spring. It's the 1st of March, and in here in the Ohio area, we have a lot of, we've been having some warm weather, and it looks like from the forecast, we're going to be having some more 40 to 50 to 60 degree weather the rest of this week, which is so exciting. And if you are a Midwesterner like us, out comes the shorts and the flip-flops and the short sleeves because spring is here. I wanted to share with you, I'm putting together a planter, a spring bulb planter. As you can tell, the bulbs here, the delicious or this very fragrant hyacinth bulbs, those smell so good and they are so beautiful. I also have tulip bulbs that are starting to bloom. You can kind of see those tips coming out with color. And then I have daffodil bulbs that I'm going to be using in this planter as well. They make you think of spring. I don't know, just looking at daffodils make me so happy. And so today I am going to be planting them in this urn, but instead of planting them in this urn, because I kind of want to keep the urn clean, so I'm actually going to be planting them in this bowl right here. So this gardening bowl is filled with potting soil. We actually use this potting soil out here in the greenhouse, and we also sell it to our customers as well. And I highly recommend it because it is well-draining potting soil, which is great for your planters. And so this planter, or this bowl, also has a hole in the bottom. That is the drainage hole, and that is for the water to go out of the bottom of the pot when we go to water. That is very crucial to your planters, is to have a drainage hole. And so I'm going to drop that bowl, that gardening bowl, right into my urn. You can still see a little bit of the top, which I'm going to cover, so you will not be able to see that when I'm done. So bulbs are a little different to plant than a regular annual in containers. They are a little bit more bulky, a little bigger, so you have to dig a really big hole to get your entire plant into it. I'm going to pull out my daffodils. We're going to make a nice, big, large hole. Go around, and my daffodils are actually going to be more to the back of my container. They give it a little bit of height back there as well. My tulips, since those are also large, I'm going to kind of spread them apart like this right here, and we are going to plant them aside of the daffodils. There is a lot of potting soil. Just notice that I've really filled it full, and you might want to watch that when you go to plant planters to maybe not quite fill your container is full, just because the bulb root balls are so big. I'm going to put those tulips near the side. Might open them up just a tad. There's just something about getting your fingers into the soil during the spring. I don't know about you, but the smell of the soil and the fragrance of flowers, and it just reminds you so much of spring, and it just makes you so happy. Studies show that actually planting in the soil or gardening is actually really good for your health, and it is one of the many benefits of gardening. And so there is something to that, because when you go to plant or put your hands in the soil, it just brings you so much joy, and it even relieves any stress that you're facing in life. Next thing, I'm going to be planting these really gorgeous hyacinths, and I'm going to put them at the front of my container because they are the shortest plant, and so they are going to go near the front of the container. And again, you can kind of spread your bulbs apart a little bit. That is a little bit of our container right there. And to finish off my planter, I have some really beautiful moss. And this moss is going to go on the outside of it just so that it can cover up my pot and kind of give it that Eastery moss green moss around it. And to finish off my planter, I got some of these sticks. Basically, they're red dogwood sticks, and I'm going to put them to give it a little bit of height in my container as well. So you can actually use pussy willow sticks. You can really use about any type of birch, really any type about any stick you would like in your container. You can also find some like forsythia branches and add those as well. And for me, it kind of gives it a little bit of height, also adds a little bit of interest to your planters as well. Don't mind the mess. When I plant or when I cook, I get messy. So this is part of planting and getting messy. And so I'm just going to put those sticks like this right into my planter, kind of giving it a little bit of height and adding a little bit of fun to it as well and interest. And voila, that is my planter. If you would like to plant a planter as well with spring bulbs, we are having a workshop out here at Miller Flowers where you will be going home with your own spring bulb planter. It won't be in an urn like this, but it will be in a fun container. And that container can go into another pot, or you can use it to decorate around the house. And so we will be using spring bulbs again, sticks, and all the fun little things that spring has to offer. So that is actually happening on March 29th at 6:30 p.m. That is a Tuesday night, and we hope to see you there. The cost is $55, and that is for a spring bulb planter, where we'll be planting it together and having a lot of fun. Hope you all enjoyed our spring bulb planter video, and we are doing a giveaway. So we are giving away, per the last video on the canning video with my mom, we are giving away a Canning Diva cookbook. So that is the beginner canner cookbook. All the comments, we are drawing a name. So without further ado, let us draw a name. So Faith, Hope, and Love wins the cookbook from the Canning Diva. So Faith, Hope, and Love, drop us your address, either in send us a message or send us it through our website, and we will get a cookbook sent out to you. So thank you all for participating in our giveaway and leaving your comments and watching our videos. Remember to still like our videos and subscribe to our channel to see more of our content. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful day.